Good afternoon and welcome to a very special This Week at A&M. I'm Erica Fox and along with Michael Burns, and we're here to talk about a wonderful event coming up in December here on the campus of Alabama A&M University. I'd like to welcome back to WJAB Mrs. Abbiegail Hugine, the First Lady of the University. How are you today?
Fine, how are you?
Doing well. Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Here with us once again. And we are going to talk about Alabama A&M University presenting its 50th Anniversary Banquet. But first, if you can give us a little background on when this establishment happened in terms of A&M becoming a university.
Okay. It became a university in 1969, and that was during the Dr. Morrison's administration. And we are also celebrating the creation of the AAMU Foundation. Mm-hmm. And that was important because the beginning of that started with a grant that we got from the Mott Foundation. And now that has tripled, maybe quadrupled since that time.
Wow.
So we are celebrating two major events in the history of Alabama A&M University.
I know it's always a big deal for a school to move from college status to university status. And we were excited several years ago, our fellow HBCU Oakwood College became Oakwood University. Does that open the door for a lot of avenues in terms of maybe donations, money coming in, students enrolling as well that you may know of?
Oh, yes. Becoming a university opens, as Dr. Morrison says, not only a name change, but it's also a game changer, because now you can go after larger grants. You can also increase your student enrollment. And what it does, too, you can increase your offerings. So like now we offer 4 PhD programs on a college level that probably would not have been possible because of the funding sources and just other limitations that we did not have under the college designation.
Mm-hmm. What are some other facts and figures that you may have in regards to A&M becoming a university?
Okay, well, the enrollment has definitely gone up from about 2,000 students to now over 6,100 students. Mm-hmm. So that's a definite increase. The foundation was probably at just maybe a couple of million. I'm not sure whether it was $1 million at that time, now to $50 million.
Wow.
So it's very coincidental that we have a $50 million endowment at the foundation, and the university is celebrating its 50th year as a foundation. Creation of a foundation.
What does a foundation really do?
The foundation is the arm of the university that raises money for the university, and this is done in several ways. We can have donors to come and create their own scholarships in the foundation. We also have corporations that may do that. We house it there because then it is important that people will know that those dollars are mainly there for a certain purpose, scholarships and other university needs that are not just in the general budget. But the foundation, it's really right now one of our major purpose with this 50th year celebration is also to create retention scholarships, because what we find that a lot of our students come with limited resources, and when they come with limited resources, we have to find a way to make sure that they stay in college, and then second of all, they graduate. So a part of this 50th year celebration is to create some retention scholarships.
I know that's vital, and
Yes.
no pun intended, as Dr. Vital is over foundation.
Yeah.
But I know that is key in terms of keeping your students here. And can you talk a little bit about the campaign that's been going on in terms of faculty and staff and anybody that wants to donate to a retention scholarship, retention account to keep students here?
Yeah, and I'm glad you asked that question, Eric, because I think that is so important that everybody understand that they have an investment in Alabama A&M. It doesn't matter your salary level. I think the president asked for 0.5% of what you make. So I think everyone who works on this campus, everyone who has benefited, should look at trying to answer that call, because the resources will not go unused. Our students really need it. I just spoke to a student a couple Sundays ago, and that's a need. And she's a senior. She needs to graduate, but the limited resources may prevent her from doing that within the time period that she has carved out for herself.
Yeah, students have balances, and they need to clear out those balances to be able
Yes.
to graduate.
Yes.
And so that was a big help, and hopefully it put a dent in some students' needs to be able to move on either to the next semester but of course to graduate.
Yes.
So
More importantly.
wonderful banquet is coming about in celebration of Alabama A&M receiving university status, and also foundation turning 50 years old. So tell us a bit about the banquet. When is that going to take place?
Well, the banquet will be held on December 5th, 2019. It's going to be in the Elmore Gymnasium, and it's going to be transformed, so it's not going to look like a regular gymnasium. So so get that gymnasium setting out of your mind. And we have our speaker, Michael Eric Dyson, who is very noted nationally for his,
He has strong viewpoints.
Yes,
I know
yes,
that.
strong viewpoints. I don't want to say that, but yes. And so we are looking forward to that. During that celebration, we will also have our students being a part of that, a part of the program. I think it's also important that we include our students in celebrations because sometimes this may be the only one that they will participate in. So it should be a very, very nice evening, a very nice affair.
And it's important that you're saying they're a part of it because you say the proceeds are going to support retention, as you've been talking about. And one thing I did not know, I knew he was an academician and an author and, of course, a radio host, but I did not know that Michael Eric Dyson was a minister. That was news to me.
I think a lot of things that he does, he's very multi-talented. So, yes.
So how did it come about to choose him to be the speaker? Do you know that secret?
I don't know that secret, but I really don't. But when his name was brought to us, we said that would be a good choice because he has name recognition and he has something to say.
Yes.
That's the most important thing. You want someone who has a message. And I think all of us will benefit from his message.
We'll have to bring him back for graduation.
Yes.
As a graduation speaker. I'm talking with Mrs. Abbiegail Hugine here at Alabama A&M University as the Hill gets ready to celebrate its 50th anniversary and its 50th celebration of university status and the foundation as well. So will the foundation have a role in some way of the program at the banquet at all?
Yes. The foundation, everyone... the university as well as the foundation will be recognized in the commemorative program. So they will be celebrated at the same time. Yes.
Now, are tables still available? Are you looking for sponsorship? What are we looking for?
Well, we are still looking right now for sponsorships and tables until Monday because we have a deadline. And in order to get the program booklet printed and have it ready for the program, they need about 10 days. So we need to cut those sponsorships off and tables by Monday. However, individual tickets will be on sale until after Thanksgiving. So you can buy individual tickets.
Okay.
But we would like to capture everyone who purchased a table or buy an ad in the program booklet. We really don't want to leave anyone out. So that's why that Monday deadline is definitely so important.
Most definitely. And if you're saying even up until after Thanksgiving, but if the university will be closed for a week, but you can go online to secure.qgiv.com/50th banquet and be able to get information about sponsorship opportunities and also to obtain tickets. But right now you can reach Andrea Cunningham at 256-372-5550. And what else can you tell us about the wonderful banquet that we may have not touched on real quick?
Well, one of the things that would be done at the banquet, there will be like a historical wall presented by a display for the last 50 years. So therefore, that's going to be very historical as well. So as you walk into the event, you will be able to walk back in history and capture some of the things that happened at Alabama A&M within the last 50 years. I have read Dr. Morrison's book, and I have seen some of the things that will be presented on that display. But more importantly as well, there will be a commemorative book that you can purchase for the last 50 years that will be available Right now, I'm not sure what the cost is, but for those individuals who are interested, they will be available for purchase.
Okay. Tell us the date and time and location once again.
Again, the event is December 5th, 2019. At the Elmore Gymnasium on the campus of Alabama A&M University. The event begins at 7 p.m.
All right. We hope everybody comes out for this wonderful event. And if you happen to tweet about it or put something on Facebook or Instagram, we want you all to use hashtag 50years, hashtag 1969, and of course, hashtag AAMU. And if we can kind of recapture some things that you're a part of, especially with the Bulldog Pride Committee at the game on Saturday where we beat Jackson State University. You all were highlighted at halftime with Be the Match campaign. Can you talk a bit about that and the young lady that was highlighted?
Well, Be the Match is a program that really is a national program, and it really includes all people. But one of the reasons why we are so involved in it, because in order to do that, in order to save lives, we have to have matches for individuals. And right now, the donorship amount African American is very, very low. It's under 25%. So we need more people like us to make a decision to save a life. And so we have been involved in this program for over 5+ years now, probably longer than that. And every year we try to feature a person who's had this need. And Brandy Lewis, the person who we featured on Saturday, was a young lady. She actually had 2 blood disorders. One is curable, the other is not. So that's something that she battles with every day. And she's a young, vibrant young woman. And we just think of others who have the same need. And so we would like for Alabama A&M and the surrounding community to really get involved in that program. And it's not as evasive as what people
As it
think.
used to be, right?
Yes,
right.
and so it's very easy. It's just swabbing, and then if you are matched, then it's similar to a blood transfusion, and it's done under medical observation. So it's a very, I wouldn't say it's a stress-free thing to do, but for the outcome, it's really worthwhile.
Most definitely. And I think it's bethematch.com and get more information about how you can get involved in helping others.
Yeah, and what I want to also emphasize that on campus, for students who are on campus, Sigma Gamma Rho, that's their national, one of their national programs as well. So any of the young ladies involved in that and in that organization, you can get in touch with them.
All righty. I know Angel Lee, their advisor,
Yes.
is in Career Development Services office in Patton Hall, I believe room 101. So you can go see Angel Lee and get more information. We appreciate Sigma Gamma Rho playing a big role in Be the Match. Coming up on Wednesday, November 20th, is the big day to get ready for Christmas. Christmas tree lighting. Talk about that.
Well, the Christmas tree light is usually a very festive occasion for everyone on the campus, and it just signals that we are beginning the Christmas season, which for a lot of us is just not just celebrating the gifts and things like that, but is to celebrate the life of Christ, who was born at this time. But also, Chris, it's a way to involve the band, the choir, and the campus community to celebrate this special season.
So on Wednesday, November 20th, and at what time?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. So everybody coming out. I know the campus is already getting people in the spirit. I see 2 different entrances, and lights are already up, Christmas lights. So at night, with daylight saving time ending, and you go down Meridian Street, you can't help but see the lights already. So we look forward to this wonderful time. And it's so much fun out there. It's a little bit airish, as my dad would say. So wrap up a little bit, and band will be there playing some Christmas music, and I've already heard them practicing. And the choir will sing, and Dr. Hugine, I know, will give remarks, SGA president. So everybody come out November 20th at 5 p.m. on the quad here at Alabama A&M University. So let's jump now to 2020. People are ready to dance, Mrs. Hugine. Dancing with the President and First Lady. And I know you're looking for some people to get involved. How can they get involved?
Well, first of all, we need sponsorships again. This is a fundraising event for the Alabama A&M Bulldog Pride Committee, and this is our only fundraiser. We do not get a budget from the university, so whatever we raise, we use wisely.
Right.
But we need sponsorships. We need couples to dance. So any of those we will certainly appreciate. The tables are 300, 500, 1,000, and 1,500.
And all the proceeds go back to where?
The proceeds for the Bulldog Pride and this event goes to the Bulldog Pride Committee.
Okay.
And that takes care of all of our expenses for the year, and we do a lot of things with that. We even support student activities on campus. If there's a student organization that needs us to sponsor something, we use the money for that. We use the money for all of our awards that we give to maybe faculty and students. So we do not ask the university to foot any of those expenses.
So it all goes back out, and especially getting supplies for cleanup days.
Yes, oh yes.
That happen, and we've adopted Farley Elementary School, and Mrs. Dawn Ashley is the principal out there, so we partner with them with their bottle cap endeavor as the students get money for however many bottle caps that they turn in, well, the school gets the money, I should say.
Yeah, the school gets the money.
So Bulldog Pride is busy, busy, busy. If somebody would like to dance, and people have done it, it's a lot of fun. Dr. and Mrs. Hugine, our exhibition every year. Y'all were just excellent. They just had to come out. And but if they would like to dance or like to sponsor and be a sponsor and get a table, where can they call?
Well, right now we are using the 256-372-5230. That's the number that we're using. If you would like to dance, sponsor, buy a table, or become a sponsor.
Alrighty. And Dancing with the President and First Lady will be on Friday, February 28th in the Knight Center, and it's growing. We just might have to find another location because we're kind of busting out the seams in that building already. So let's backtrack real quick before we get out of here. Alabama A&M's presenting its 50th anniversary banquet, and if you'll tell us again the date, the time, location, of course, who our wonderful guest speaker will be.
Okay, that celebration will take place on December 5th, 2019. We'll be in the Elmore Gymnasium at 7 p.m. Our speaker is Michael Eric Dyson, and right now we still have tickets for purchase at $150 each.
And everything is going back to students and student retention. So
Yes.
help out for this wonderful occasion. It's a wonderful commemoration. And the number for tickets, 256-372-5550. And you can reach Andrea Cunningham at that number. Mrs. Hugine, thank you so much. You are just as busy as ever. And we appreciate all that you do for Alabama A&M University.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Glad to have you here. Coming your way next, we have more great smooth jazz and cool vocals right here on 90.9 FM, WJAB. I'm Erica Fox for Michael Burns. This has been a very special This Week at A&M on WJAB FM and WJAB.org. Have a great day.